Good day, viewers. I was trying to wire my lights today, and I screwed up. Not everybody can admit they screw up. I did. What do you get when you mix water and oil? Well, you don't. They don't mix. Same thing happens when you go to mixing electricity. You get your brain all mixed up, can't think straight, and you do something without thinking. Electricity, you can't mix the 12 volts with 110 volts without suffering the consequences. I got this little flasher unit, supposed to run off of 12 volts. I bought it on Amazon. Y'all saw it last night flashing my lights. Well, instead of plugging it in here on my charger, I was having trouble with the charger. I don't think so. My wiring was connected over there or something anyway. Without thinking, I plugged it over there in 110. That's one disadvantage to using one of these plugs for 12 volts. You gotta be careful where you plug it in. On this one, you gotta be careful and get the ground connector to the bottom because it's positive and negative charge out of that battery charger. But I plugged it in and smoke billowed out of the dang thing. And poof, it just fried that. Fried my light bulbs up there. I had to take all my lights down. And you can't get them out the bulb out from this side by taking the lens out because it's mounted up there backwards. You got to literally take it down off the wall. So I got them all wired up. Played with this thing. I'm not even going to try to fix it. I'm going to have to get another flash here. I looked inside there and it's got little circuit board fried like burnt bacon on crispy toast. But I've been having fun tinkering with this thing today. I took the jumper cables completely off my battery charger. They're all corroded and rusty anyway. I got another battery charger out there I could charge my lawnmower with. I'm just going to quit fooling with this sucker. So I got my 12 volts running right into here. And I think I got it ready to go. This charger is not all that dependable. Sometimes it seems like it works, sometimes it don't. Might have to plug that booger bear in. Oh, let's hope we get it right. All right. Nice and bright, 12 volts. Well, I say 12, I don't know what it is. These little meters ain't that accurate. Somewhere in the neighborhood. I gotta get me another flasher ordered, or maybe try one of them round flashers like comes in an automobile. But I got them back working after all afternoon tinkering. I had to climb up there and get the wire down. When I got up on my knees on this workbench to climb up there to run that wire. And when I got back down, I lost my balance and tripped my arm up against the wall where that nail was sticking out. Took a couple chunks out of my hand. I'm just an accident looking for a place to happen. I've been told that before, but you know, luck has always seemed to be on my side. I could have got hurt a whole lot worse. Somebody told me one time I could step in cow poop and come out of it smelling like a rose. I usually have good luck. But I've been known to screw up occasionally, especially when it comes to playing with electricity. Ever since I was a little kid and stuck my finger up in a light socket to see what would happen, I've been curious about electricity. It'll sure get your attention. I've had my share of shocks. Well, I'm leaving it on quite a while. They're good and bright. They're working good. I got my old bulb over here. I got to go get some more 1156 bulbs and come up with a better flashing arrangement. As small as this little contraption here is, it probably wouldn't have held up anyway. I need to go with a more heavy-duty flasher. It'll do strobe lights on a police car, but you figure they're LEDs anyway, so they probably don't draw that much voltage. We sure had it flashing last night. It ain't flashing now, though. But that battery charger is holding a steady current. It's not pulsing or anything. So I've tinkered with my lights enough today. Ooh. I'm not no electrician. Don't claim to be, never have been. But I know just enough about electricity to get things done. I wired this house when I built it. Every wire you see up in this thing is wires that I run. Well, the building inspector come out here. Who wired this place? He's looking at all my wires going everywhere. I said, well, I did. You ain't no licensed electrician. I said, hell no, I ain't. But you see, you don't got to be a licensed electricity. You don't have to be a licensed electricity here to wire your own house. Now, if I was to come over to your house and wire it, I'd need to be a licensed electrician. When I'm wiring my dang house, I'll wire it any way I like. I did it pretty good. I didn't have too many problems. Considering I never wired a house before, just read a book on how to and sat down and done it. I've probably mentioned it before. The only thing I did wrong, over there at the circuit breaker, the fuse box in the wall, if you're going to run 220, you got to come off of both sides of your box. Opposite sides of your box. You can't run 210 lines off the same side of the box. You'll still have 110 volts. To get 220, you got to run one off the left and one off the right. I had my dryer all plugged in over there, and I said, I got everything working, told the bill inspector. Got everything working except this dryer ain't doing diddly. He looked at it and said, you got it wired wrong. He told me what was wrong. I switched a couple of wires over there, and we had 220. He went on about his merry way. That was the end of my wiring on the house. I got to occasionally get out and do a little. I got some electrical outlets upstairs that I know need to be replaced. Well, I've had my red lights on a good solid 10 minutes now, and they're holding steady. So I don't guess anything is shorted. Both sides to flash if you don't plug it into 110. Oh, goodness. I got the yawning. Can't quit yawning. It has occurred to me before I quit, I better label this plug 12 volts or I'm liable to mess around and do the same thing again sometime. I need a tag to put on here. Guess we could make one. Maybe that'll keep me from doing the boo-boo all over again. All right, my friends, y'all have a good evening. This is Walter, gonna go prop up in front of the TV and stream some YouTube.